Well, I often get asked what electric vehicle shows are on around Australia, who's hosting the shows, how much they cost, are they family friendly? So I've put together a monthly list of events, and today we're going to go through what's on around Australia in November, and we'll also save that and provide access to a spreadsheet in Google Drive. So stay with us. Hi, my name's Greg and welcome to the Electric Car Australia YouTube channel. For those wanting to know a little bit more about electric cars and also sustainable living technologies. So today, as I mentioned, we're going to run through some EV and sustainability events that are being hosted around Australia in the month of November. Now, it's sometimes really tricky to find out information on these, so I've also put together a spreadsheet which I'll be hosting in Google Drive, so the link to that will be in the show notes, and that includes some information around the exact location of the event, also whether it's family friendly or not, the price of the event, and what will actually be at the event, so a bit of an overview and summary, and also a link to get some more information. So please check out the link in the show notes at the end of the video. Now, I'll attempt to update this each month, so we'll have a rolling month of events coming up. So if you do know of any events, please reach out to me via any of my social channels. You can check those out in the show notes, or via the contact form in my website, Electric Car Advice Australia. I'll include a link down below to that. And also, if you'd like any personalised one-on-one advice, which is guaranteed to be independent, you can also book a session through that website as well. Yeah, so any information viewers can send through, that would be fantastic, really appreciated, and I'll share that with the wider EV community. So first up, let's kick off in my home state of Queensland. So we had 3 events up here this month, and the first one I'll mention I'm really excited about because I'll be at that one at the end of this month. So it's the Samford Electric Vehicle Experience. That's been hosted by Solar Citizens, of which I'm a proud member. Now look, there's going to be lots and lots of vehicles at that particular event. It'll be on Sunday the 27th of November between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that's normal time, not daylight saving time. So if you're from across the border, you'll need to factor that in. The location will be at John Scott Park, 33 Main Street, Samford Village. So great spot, Samford Village. Lots of shops around there as well. This one is going to be a family friendly event. It's right near a large playground for the kids. So if mum or dad or both want to check out the cars and the kids want to run around the playground, it's also nice and handy. So this is a free event. You won't need your wallet, so you can leave that at home. So it should be a fantastic day out there at Samford. There'll be lots and lots of EVs and EV owners and drivers out there, so you'll be able to ask all sorts of questions, sit in an EV, check them out. So very hands-on event. And let's hope we have some nice sunny weather. So our thoughts do go out to lots of our viewers down south who are currently experiencing rain and lots of floods as well. So I should mention these dates and information I'm giving you, please do check the links in the spreadsheet because some events might have been cancelled due to flooding. Second event being held up here in Queensland is the Sensium Fleet Telematics EV Fleet Day. Now look, this isn't a public event, this one. It is by invitation only, so you do need to submit a booking online and they'll let you know whether you're accepted. So basically it's a trade type one, but I thought I'd include it because there will be some people who will be in the industry and would like to go along to this one. And it's also an EV test drive day. Obviously it's for companies and people involved in the telematics and the AI type space, but sounds like a really good event. It will be held on Thursday the 24th of November between 9:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Again, Australian Eastern Standard Time. And that'll be at the RACQ Mobility Centre, which is in Mount Cotton Road, Cornubia. So not far from me, just up the road, but unfortunately it's a work day, so I won't be able to make it. So that's the Sensium Fleet Telematics EV Fleet Day. And the third and final event here in Queensland unfortunately has passed, so I wasn't able to get this video recorded and edited before this one finished, but I wanted to actually put it in just to let you know the types of things that are starting to be run for the industry. So this one was hosted by Tafe Queensland, and it's the Electric Vehicle Training Industry event. Now this was held Wednesday the 2nd of November. It was between 11:30 and 1:30. It was at Tafe Queensland's Bradman Street Acacia Ridge Training Centre. Now the things that they were looking at there was having a panel Q&A to discuss automotive training of the future with an emphasis on safety in the workplace. So obviously EVs have a lot of high voltage DC electrical components. So a little bit different to what a normal mechanic working on an ICE or fossil fuel vehicle would encounter. And also looking at battery electric and hybrid electric vehicle training manuals, schedules, all that sort of stuff. So I just thought I'd throw it in there. Even though the event has now passed, it was a great exposure, I guess, of the training that's starting to happen in the industry on electric vehicles. Let's head south now and down to New South Wales. And the first event we're going to talk about is the NRMA EV Drive Day at Newcastle. Now this one's being hosted by the NRMA, and I'd like to give a big shout out to the NRMA, the National Roads and Motoring Association down there. They've been fantastic early advocates of EVs, lots of education and installation of DC rapid chargers around the state. So hats off, thanks NRMA for that. And also, as part of their education, they're running a drive day on November 26th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That'll be at Ringwood Park Circuit in Blackira, I think it is, in Newcastle. So as I mentioned, I'll have the details in the show notes, so click in that spreadsheet. You don't need to register for the event, so it is family friendly. You can just rock up on the day, but if you would like to take one of the EVs for a test drive, you do need to register for that, just so that they can control the numbers. If you go on the test drive, they'll walk you through the EV features and drive modes of the vehicle. A qualified driving instructor will accompany you on your drive, and it'll be about 20 minutes in total. So that really allows you to get your bum on the seat of an EV and test it out and ask somebody some cool questions. But even if you don't take one for a test drive, there'll be lots on display. There'll be people there to answer your questions. So really, if you're in that Newcastle area and not flooded, really suggest that you check that out. So event number 2 in New South Wales is on at Cooma. Now this is part of the Cooma Motorfest, so it'll be on at the Cooma Showgrounds, and for the first time at the Motorfest there'll be electric vehicles, so that'll include 100% battery electrics and also hybrids. So you can learn about this new and exciting technology. It'll be hosted on Saturday, November 5, so that's this Saturday, so not much time to prepare for that one. 8:30 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. in the multifunction centre of the showground. And there'll also be some other technology exhibitions and demonstrations. So not only vehicles, I'm assuming you'll have all those home sort of solar and battery type displays as well. So if you're down in the Cooma area this Saturday, drop in and check that out. A little further down the road, we're into Victoria now. So the only event that I could find in Victoria this month is the Geelong Revival Motoring Festival. Now that's Australia's largest event of historical motoring vehicles, I'm told. It's on the 25th to the 27th of November, so a couple of day event, so it looks like a big one. As I mentioned, Australia's largest classic motoring event, and show the public what the future looks like. So again, for the first time, there's going to be hybrids and electrics at this particular event. Not sure whether there'll be owners or just static displays of EVs, but certainly check that out. Now that one, times vary for the different days, so please visit the website and check those out, and also prices do vary depending on how many days you want to go. It will be family friendly, so if you've got the kids and are looking for a great day out, go and check out the Geelong Revival Motor Festival. And around we go to South Australia. So we've got a couple of events in South Australia, which is fantastic to see. Now, the Uniting Church in Adelaide has set up the Climate Action Resources Expo. So as you'd imagine, that's not only about EVs, there'll be lots of sustainability and eco-friendly type displays and technologies at that one. It'll be on Saturday the 26th of November between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. It's at the Blackwood Uniting Church. It's free entry for everyone, and it's also family friendly. So just some of the things that'll be on are eco-friendly products on display, hints to build sustainability in the environment. There'll be kids activities, music, food, how to manage your waste better, reuse and repurposing demonstrations. There'll be eco-friendly plants and biodiversity things, transport, e-cars, bikes and all that sort of stuff. And the partners for that one, as I mentioned, the Uniting Church of Adelaide and also the Australian Electric Vehicle Association, which I'm also a member of. A tip there, really suggest if you're interested in EVs, you jump onto the national website of the AEVA and you sign up in your local state, because fantastic group to be a member of. It's a not-for-profit, and lots and lots of resources available to you if you join up the AEVA. And also, the final partner there is the City of Mitcham. So great event, the Climate Action Resources Expo in Adelaide. And the final South Australian event to wrap up the video is the Adelaide Auto Expo. Now again, this is not specifically for electric vehicles and hybrids, but for the first time they will be appearing at this expo. So this looks like a bit of a petrol head event. So if you're into cars of any sort and pickups and utes and trucks and that sort of stuff, I'd say get yourself along to this one, even if you're not that interested in EVs. It'll be held at the Adelaide Showgrounds on Friday night from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. and also on Saturday the 19th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. There'll be lots and lots of tech and vehicles to touch and feel and people to ask questions. There is a cost to this one, so it's around $25, pay at the gate, and children up to the age of 13 are free. Well, that's it. I couldn't find any events on in the month of November in Western Australia, the Northern Territory or Tasmania. So I hope you found that useful. As I said, as time goes on, we'll get better and better at this. If I can get more information from the viewers on what events are on and get some better contacts, we'll be able to build this out a little bit better. But I hope if you're looking for an EV event to go to this November, you've found something close-ish to home and it's been a help. I know I say it every video, but I really do appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button. It really does help me out. And also leave some comments. The more comments we get and the more interactions, the better for the channel and also the better for the viewing community, because we can all share ideas. A big shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thanks very much. Couldn't do it without you. And if anybody else would like to flick us a couple of dollars via a PayPal donation or Patreon, I'll include the links in the show notes below. If you are in one of those areas that's experiencing rain and flooding, my thoughts really are with you guys. I hope you come through the other side okay. There's lots of damage down there, farms, houses and that sort of stuff, crops. So thoughts are with you guys. So as I mentioned, please check out that spreadsheet. Click on the links and just double check with all those events to make sure that they are on. Well, that's it. Really appreciate your support. We'll talk soon.